It's beer o'clock on Real Old Craft Beer. Today we've got a bottle of Nøgne's Wilderness. It's a wild ale reserve, barrel aged, coming in at 8% ABV in a 750 milliliter bottle. Look at the size of that bottle, guys. There's the bottle cap. Let's get the beer out into a glass, see what we get. Nøgne were kind enough to send me the beer. This is, of course, a 100% independent, honest beer review. Off we go. I'm alive! I made it! Some of you seen my crazy opening video the other day where a beer completely exploded on me. And I've been frightened ever since. Okay, so we got a one finger white head, slightly hazy looking straw pale coloured beer, slow moving carbonation rolling up the glass. It's 8% ABV. I might have mentioned it. I've been given a sheet of paper by Nøgne to read out. It's a wild ale. It's in a 750 milliliter bottle. It's been sitting there for about 10 days on the back wall, chilling, settling down. But being a wild ale, it's been fermented solely in red wine and Armagnac barrels over a period of 4 years. So you could excuse the slightly lively opening. Quick wipe with a sponge. I didn't get beer everywhere, mainly because I'm ready for it at this stage of my bottle opening career. I've got sponges and I've got glasses and bottles and everything's in a strategically placed area. So amazing, really, that this, red wine barrels and Armagnac barrels over a period of 4 years. Amazing, amazing. Described as bone dry, balanced with a rich mouthfeel. The aroma contains apricot, citrus, grass, malt, and grape skins. In the taste, you will find sour apricot grapes, grass, umami, and vinegar. Probably our wildest brew so far. Maybe, with the beer being 4 years old, that was probably the stage where they were being purchased by the lager company in... Didn't do my research now. The lager company in Norway. It will come to me. It will come to me. They produce a nice white IPA in a can. It'll come to me. Aroma, anyway, on the beer. Let's get our own description, our own view on this beer. Yeah, dry as a bone. Dry as a bone is a perfect example, a perfect phrase for the beer. But there's lots of fruits, as they mentioned. There's lots of... You definitely get some of that red wine barrel. Armagnac, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you guys, I'm not a spirits person, so I don't really know what Armagnac is. It could be a whiskey, it could be a rum, it could be I don't know, some kind of big old spirit. So comment in the comments box, let me know what Armagnac is, and I'll get on with tasting this lovely beer. Cheers. Oh, blimey. Oh, that is so good. First of all, you get a sensation. Carbonation bursts and explodes and just pushes the beer on the inside of the mouth and releases lots of flavour. That flavour is indeed red grape, but unusually white grape to finish. Red grape to barrel age the beer, but it's got a white wine finish to it. A really dry kind of Chardonnay white wine finish. Amazing. Spicy, peppery. Touch of that vinegar. There is sourness. Some of you guys might have seen the previous 750 bottle I did from Nøgne just the other day. If you're watching this video in years to come, just the other day means nothing. I'll link in the description box what the other beer was, but that was kind of like super sour and bonkers. It was like a lambic, a raspberry or creek style beer. It was terrific. But that was like crazy sour. This is sour, horse blankety, but on a lower level. It's very much like I'm not dancing around the kitchen. I'm appreciating the beer. I'm really enjoying the beer. You get a touch of oak from the barrel. Touch of apricot. But that dryness and that touch of red wine, which very weirdly in your mind goes over to white wine on the finish. That is probably the first time in a beer I've ever been able to say that. Red wine to start in the taste, followed by a white wine finish. How often do you say that when you do a beer review? Not very often. Nøgne have called it, sorry for the carbonation coming back, it's very it is very carbonated. Nøgne have called it, so they've aged it in red wine barrels, and they've called it grape skins. Grape skins. So they've not gone all out and said white wine grape. They've called it grape skins. So you can kind of choose. You can make a choice between whether you think it's a red wine grape. I'm going to go with a white wine flavour to finish. Superb stuff. I want to show you guys if it's going to be massively hazy as we pour more of the beer out. More of that flavour might come through. Yeah, most definitely. You can see it. The further we're going down the bottle, the more of the sediment we're getting. Now this should produce, this mouthful of beer that I take now, should produce a little bit more flavour. Just by the sediment, just by the way we're working through the bottle. Oh yeah. Yeah, I was talking about it not being so sour, but that's amazing. There's a different level of sourness as you make your way through the bottle. This is far more sour. And, you know, when you say a beer is going to be sour, like they have on that bit of paper, I'm happy that it is like really sour now. Mouth, a smile garnering sour. I love it when a beer is really sour because it just puts a smile on my face. More apricot. It's got more of a marmalade flavour now for me. Less of the white grape, more of an orange marmalade flavour now. I've poured more of the beer out. And not a scratch, not an instance, maybe a brute. This is a bit brutey, super dry. Super dry was the end of 2018. Everybody was talking about super dry IPAs, which were essentially, they were calling them brute IPAs. Yeah, this is just really dry and really terrific and really lovely. I like the way it's a bit of a chameleon beer. It's changing its colour as you're drinking more of it. Let's rate it. Wilderness by Nøgne O. Hansa! Yeah! Okay, I got it. Hansa, the brewery that bought Nøgne O. They produce a nice white IPA. I drink it quite a lot when I go to Norway. If ever I'm having some downtime and I've drunk loads of beer and I just want to chill out and have something in the sun and just lean back in a chair, it might be a can of Hansa, their white IPA. It's really rather nice in a can. I think it's a 500ml can. Really good, really good. So I suppose what I'm going to say here is, am I really that concerned that Hansa have bought Nøgne? No, not at all. Not at all, really, because they went out their way to produce this when they bought the company, and now they've only just released it. So it just shows that even though Nøgne are now owned by a bigger brewery, and I believe that the owner at the time, his name was Kjetil. Kjetil is not here anymore. Not that he's died. He's still around, but he's in Greece making wine and beer at the moment. But he's not around with Nøgne anymore. It just shows you that even if you are bought by a bigger brewery, it doesn't mean you have to stop innovating. And for me, the beers that I've had from Nøgne since the purchase by Hansa all those years ago, not really changed anything. Not really changed anything for me. This bottle of Wilderness is fantastic. I'm going to rate it. I've not jumped around like I did with the last 750 bottle. I've not jumped around. Maybe I'm a little tired. I don't know. But I'm still going to give it a smashing 9 out of 10. It's a Stone the Crows 9 out of 10. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers!